Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. So today's video is a special video because it is sponsored by Cricut, and let me just tell you guys, I love my Cricut Joy. Love it. Another special part about this video is the Cricut Joy is going to be at none other than the Container Store. Yes, I said it. The Cricut Joy is going to be at the Container Store. Why are we still here? So I'm going to show you guys a few products that I did using the Cricut Joy on some of my Container Store products. And I am so in love with my office now that I've changed it up just a bit with some customized, beautiful labels. What? So if you don't know what the Cricut Joy is, I'm gonna let you know right now. So the Cricut Joy is a cutting machine that allows you to create customized and beautiful labels. I think I just said that before. I did. So Cricut has a free software called the Design Space, and you can go in there and create your labels. You can either access it via your desktop or your mobile phone. I personally love using my mobile phone because if you don't know, I'm a professional organizer and I take my Cricut Joy with me all the time. It literally sits in my car just so I don't forget to bring it. But it has made my label game, because my label game is on point, even on higher point. I don't know if that made any sense. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I use the Cricut Joy to create my beautiful custom labels that I now have in my office sitting on my Container Store products behind me. You can kind of take a glimpse at these black, beautiful Bigso products, and I'll just show you guys how simple it is to use the machine. So with all said, let's really get on with this video. So the Cricut Joy has a lot of accessories, and the few that I'll be using are one, they're vinyl. So they have the Smart Vinyl Permanent, which are these. I have it in black and white because those are my aesthetics. And I also will be using some transfer tape because you will see as you create your labels, you need transfer tape. It just makes the process a lot easier. So I have transfer tapes, and I'll also be using some of their accessories, which is a scraper and a picker. I think those are the names. This also makes the process of removing your vinyl and place it on your products a lot easier. So these are perfect. Let me put them down. So now that you know what accessories I'll be using, we're gonna go into their Design Space and start creating these labels. So I'm gonna hit New Project. And it's really simple. This is a very intuitive platform. So yeah, there's really no need to like search around for where this sits. Because I'm gonna create a text label, I'm gonna go into text, go into system, and then I'm just gonna literally search for Times New Roman. I really love how Times New Roman looks. So I'm going to go there. The text is gonna pop up. So I'll be adding clips in one of the new jars that I have. So I'm gonna type in clips, all in caps. Once I have that, it looks really good. So now that I have it typed out, I'm going to play around with it to make sure that once it's printed out, it will fit on the jar. So because clips is a relatively short word, I'm gonna try to stay within 1 inch to 2 inches. So I'm just gonna bring it down just a bit. So once I'm comfortable with how it looks, I'm gonna go to the next step, which is to make it. But before I do that, I'm gonna actually save it. I'm just gonna call it Jar Labels. Jar Labels. Save it to cloud, and then I'm gonna go on to make it. Cool. So after I hit make it, it does go to load type. Because I'm using the Smart Vinyl Permanent, the vinyl auto loads without the need for a cutting mat. I'm gonna hit without mat, and then it's gonna take me to this screen, which shows me essentially how it's gonna look once it's printed out. So if you have multiple texts, this screen would show you how it would sit on the vinyl as it is printed out or cut out, which helps a lot. So I am comfortable with this. I mean, it's literally one text or one label. So I'm gonna go to next. So next it prompts me to load tools. I'm gonna be using the white color because my jar is clear and I want the label to stand out. So I'm gonna load it now. And what it's doing is it's checking to make sure that I have enough vinyl for this project, and I do. So next it's time to hit go and let the machine start cutting. Once it's done, it's now time to prepare it to be transferred onto your product. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cut it out, and then I'm gonna remove the top portion or the vinyl off of the letters. Let me just show you guys. So now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna cut this portion. So now I'm going to go ahead and lift the vinyl off to expose the letters. I'm also gonna take off the inside because you want to expose the entire letter. I don't know if you can see, but it's there waiting to be transferred. I am going to take a piece of my vinyl, basically just enough to fit over clips, and place it on the letters. And I'm gonna take the scraper and just scrape. Basically, my goal is to make sure the transfer paper sticks to the letters, so as I remove it, it removes effortlessly. The scraper helps so much, so I really love this tool. So I think I'm at a point where it's time to lift it up. So this is a jar that I got from the Container Store that houses my clips. So my goal is to position the labels here so you can see it whenever it sits on the shelf. So anyway, this is her. And of course I have all the links of all the products that I have in this video, so. All right, we put her here. Now that she is lifted perfectly, I'm gonna position her on the jar. I like her here. And I'm gonna position her right here. So now that I'm comfortable with this position, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much there. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the transfer tape, and then I'll have a beautiful labeled jar. And that's it, guys. She's labeled. I have all the products labeled beautifully. I really love how these labels came out because I feel like you can really see the label this time compared to how it was before. So I really love it. So again, guys, the Cricut Joy is an amazing cutting machine that will take your label creation from 0 to 1,000. Yes, I said 1,000. So it's simple to use, versatile, and you're able to create custom labels. What more do you want from a cutting machine? So let me know in the comment section below if you have a Cricut Joy, and if you don't, feel free to ask me all the questions you want. I'd love to answer your questions about my experience with the Cricut Joy. So the Cricut Joy will be coming to your local Container Store or online, so you will be able to get your hands on one of these amazing, beautiful pieces, and it's gonna up your organizing game to another level. So you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.